relationship program makes you smile, makes you love. I say love is real, talk about love, when we talk about relationship, friendship cannot be thrown away. Tàbí ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìfẹ́ àbí ìbáraẹnilòpọ̀, ìbáraẹniṣepọ̀, kò síbi tí a fẹ́ sọ pé ká má ṣe ṣe ọ̀rẹ́ ara wa, nítorí pé ẹni tó fẹ́ fẹ́, ẹni tó fẹ́ bá gbé títí di ọjọ́ alẹ́, tí ò bá kí ń ṣe ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ, tí ẹ bá jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ ara yín ní tòótọ́, ìfẹ́ ò lè gbéra. And I've been saying for a long time that if you grow friendship, trust will definitely emanate from it. It's not love that is next. The moment you see someone for the first time and you keep saying, man, I love you, that is infatuation. You could fall in love with the person's dressing, with the way the person speaks, with whatever the person is doing, or maybe the person's car, dressing and all that. But you can't love someone you don't know. Only God did it. Unconditional love. And that's why we call him love. Ìwọ tó bá wà nínú ìgbéyàwó lọ́jọ́ tòní, tí ìwọ àti aya rẹ tàbí ìwọ àti ọkọ rẹ ẹ kì í ṣe ọ̀rẹ́ ara yín, ó dá mi lójú pé ìjà ló máa jẹ́ lójoojúmọ́, torí ọ̀rọ̀ ara yín kò ní yéra yín. Ìdí ibi tá ti ń bá ara wa ṣe ọ̀rẹ́ òótọ́ ló máa ń fà á tí àwọn èèyàn ṣe máa gbé pẹ̀lú ara títí tó máa fi darúgbó. Ọ̀rẹ́ òtítọ́ ló máa ń mọ ara wọn, ló máa mọ bó ṣe máa wọ ọwọ́ pẹ̀lú ẹnìkejì rẹ̀. When you're not friends with the person you're saying you're in love with, then where are you going to? I'd like to welcome you to a fresh edition of the program, Heart to Heart, a love and relationship program. On this program, we'll learn the ABCs of loving right. In this program, we'll learn how to be the best friend to our spouses, how to grow love, how to say I am sorry, please forgive me, I miss you, and I need you. You're tuned to Premier 93.5 FM. This is the way we do it every Wednesday night between 9 and 10. And if you're listening to me on radio, you have the opportunity to also watch live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on X, and live on Instagram, and of course Twitter. You're asking me, how do you link up? Just at Premier FM 935 Ibadan. Premier FM 935 Ibadan. At Premier FM 935 Ibadan. Follow, like, comment, and share. Let's make a rule tonight. My name is Dayo Adenuga, the Soulman on Radio, saying good evening to you. Last week we started a topic, and I promised that tonight we will be, doing well to wrap it all up together. Iléeṣẹ́ Premier 93.5 FM náà ní ìyẹ̀ngbó. Ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá, a bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ kan tó jẹ́ pé èní náà ní a máa ṣe àṣekágbá rẹ̀. A bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn ìdí, àwọn kókó, àwọn nǹkan tó máa ń fà á tí ọkọ ṣe ń wò ta tàbí tí aya ṣe ń wò ta, tí ìgbéyàwó ṣe ń túká. Lédè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì a máa ní pé causes of extramarital affairs. And last week I was able to establish that extramarital affairs is often caused by deep-seated relationship dissatisfaction, lack of emotional intimacy, communication breakdowns, unmet sexual needs. Ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá, a fi àwọn ìdí kọ̀ọ̀kan múlẹ̀ pé ara àwọn nǹkan tó ń fà á tí ọkọ ṣe ń wò ta, tó ṣe ń bá obìnrin míì ṣe, ìyàwó tó ń wò ta tí ó ń bá ọkùnrin mìíràn ṣe, tó fi ilé sílẹ̀, èyí tó lòdì sí òfin tó di ètò ìgbéyàwó mú. Ara lẹ̀ ni kí ìyàwó kó má ní ìtẹ́lọ́rùn, tàbí kí ọkọ kó má ní ìtẹ́lọ́rùn. Kò ń ṣe ìtẹ́lọ́rùn pé ó ní ojú kòkòrò, ìtẹ́lọ́rùn pé ọkọ ò tẹ́lọ́rùn, ìyàwó ò tẹ́ ọkọ ẹ̀ lọ́rùn, tàbí ọkọ ìrìn àjò tó kọ́ ń rìn bọ̀ tàbí tíyàwó ń rìn bọ̀, bóyá ó ti wà nínú ìgbéyàwó kan rí, tàbí ó ti ní ìrìn àjò pẹ̀lẹ́ nìkan rí tí ò bójúmu tó dàrú, tó wá di pé ó ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá pàdé ẹni tó fẹ́ nísìnyí. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé ó jẹ́ kó ti fi sẹ́yìn bí ogún ṣe ń fi ṣọ, ọ̀rọ̀ tí ò jẹ́ kó gbé wá mọ́, tí ọkọ ẹ bá ti gbẹ́sẹ̀ kan, wàá máa sọ pé bí ẹni ẹ̀yìn lọ́jọ́ ọ̀hún bó ṣe gbẹ́sẹ̀ náà nìyẹn. Ṣé kò ṣe nǹkan tó kọ mi tó fẹ́ ṣe lélẹ́yìí? You're in a new relationship and you're beginning to compare You're beginning to see the past in the present. You're beginning to bring all the issues of the past into the present relationship. Or your husband is not satisfying you in bed, or your wife is not satisfying you in bed. Why would you, as a wife, married, every night when you want to sleep, that's when you will wear one short knicker, jeans with belts, you will now wear a nightgown on it? Are you going to war? Why would you, as a wife, tell your husband that it's sex food? Báwo ni ìwọ ọkùnrin, ọkọ ìyàwó, ṣé bí wọ́n lè sọ pé fẹ́ ṣègbéyàwó kó di pé ìyàwó rẹ̀ máa fọwọ́ pa ẹ́ lára lálẹ́, kó ní ká wá ṣe, kó wá ní pé ṣé ń jẹ ni, kí dandan ní ká bára wa sùn ni, tàbí ìyàwó ló ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún ọkọ? Gbogbo àwọn ìwà wọ̀nyí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ilé ló ti túká nítorí ẹ̀. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọkọ ló ti fún obìnrin bíi méjì bíi mẹ́ta lóyún níta. Kò ń ṣe pé ó léwu ẹ̀ o, ṣùgbọ́n torí pé eré náà là á pè é. Ìgbà tí ìyàwó òfin ṣe nulẹ̀ tàbí ọkọ òfin ṣe nulẹ̀, ó kọ̀ tiẹ̀ ní èyí tí mo gbọ́ lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá tó ní dírìvà ọkọ ló ń paná bíi tìyàwó, ọkọ ò sì mọ̀. Ìgbà tí ọkọ máa mọ̀, ìjẹ́ kí ló fà? Òun náà ló bá ní pé òun ò ṣe. Ènìyàn ti lọ Kàdúná, ènìyàn lọ síbí, ènìyàn lọ síbí, ènìyàn lọ síbí. You are too busy for your wife as a husband. Because you are a pastor. Why did you marry? Why? You would have just been like Paul. You would have just been like Paul. Don't suffer that woman because you're a pastor. Don't mess her up. Don't kill her emotions. Don't destroy a person. She's a woman that needs sex. You are not saying because you are a pastor, you are busy, you are praying, you are fasting, and your wife needs you, and you are telling her you can't satisfy her. All these things are reasons why men and women go into extramarital affairs. Lọ́sẹ̀ yìí, àwọn nǹkan tí màá tún wá mẹ́nu bà yàtọ̀ sáwọn nǹkan tí sọ lọ́sẹ̀ tó kọjá. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọkọ àti ìyàwó wọn ò mọ bó ṣe ń bára lò, wọn ò mọ bó ṣe ń bára sọ̀rọ̀. The moment there is no proper communication between the husband and wife, something so personal to the wife she wants to share with you as the husband, but you don't know how to listen. You are concerned about FFU gas, FSN Wole, FSN school. Yes, those things are important, but her matter is important as well. The two of you were before all these things came. Don't allow these things to take away the essence of the two of you. I was telling a lady this afternoon, don't allow your children to take away the essence of you and your husband. Love your child, beautiful. Embrace your child, lovely. But don't let the love you have for that child take away your attention from the husband, from your husband. Your man was there before that child came. Don't ever allow the child to be in between you and your husband. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ obìnrin gẹ́gẹ́ tó bá ti bímọ báyìí ó tán. Gbogbo ìfẹ́ tó ní sí ọkọ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ àwa bọ́ sórí ọmọ. Ṣó ti jẹun? Ṣó ti ọkọ ṣùgbọ́n kí ló kàn tó bí ọkọ ti jẹun? Ẹ ṣe oúnjẹ tán, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bá ń dá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Ṣé àwọn ọmọ ló jẹ́ kí ìyàwó kọ́kọ́ gbé oúnjẹ fún tàbí ọkọ ẹ̀? I need someone to call me right now and tell me if I'm wrong. As a wife, you finished in the kitchen, you want to serve. Are you supposed to serve the children first or the husband? Let me throw the lines open. 0705 093 9935 0705 0705 093 9935 0705 09. Am I too fast? 0705 093 9935 0705 093 9935. Let somebody answer that question. As a wife, you've been in the kitchen preparing dinner, or is it lunch, weekend, or something like that? Who is the wife supposed to serve first? The children or the husband? Before I move to what I want to say, I'm going to be taking a short musical break right now. If you have anything to say about that, call me and let's reason together. Ìyàwó ṣe oúnjẹ tán. Ẹjọ́ ta ni ó yẹ kó kọ́kọ́ gbé oúnjẹ fún? Ṣé àwọn ọmọ ni tàbí olórí ilé ìyún ọkọ rẹ̀? Àbí ara ẹ̀ ló jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ gbé oúnjẹ fún nígbà tí ìyàwó ṣe oúnjẹ tán nínú ilé ìdáná? Ṣé ọkọ ló jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ gbé oúnjẹ fún ni o tàbí àwọn ọmọ tàbí ara rẹ̀? Ẹ bá ń dá sétò yìí. Ìlàtẹ̀ ìpèsè ní 0705 093 9935 0705 093 9935. Let's listen to this lovely song by Simi. The song says, Love Don't Care.
Mama called me just the other day. She said, hello, hello, I'm talking to baby. Somebody called me, he called me, tell me, say, yeah, he see you with a Ibo. Tell me, are you crazy? Girl, are you foolish? Show your bad, don't finish, show. What do they do with your girl? Mother, you know that I know better, but my mama don't know. That love don't care who you be, where you get from. Love don't care. Love don't care who you know, where do you get to. Love don't care. Just yesterday, yeah, you said hello, hello, how you doing, baby? Your brother called me, he gonna tell me, say, yeah, see you with Mr. John, tell me how you doing. Girl, are you foolish? Shabba, don't finish, oh, what do you do with the t-shirt? Girl, I'm your father, your million doesn't matter, but my papa don't know. That love don't care who you be, where you get from. Love don't care. Love don't care.
Okay, that was Simi there with the song Love Don't Care. Alright, and rounding off this segment right now, okay, I want to say thank you to those watching on Facebook right now. Chinazom Naze, thank you very much. Buzolade Wale Queen, Shafa Sadiq, and I know who you are. Okay, thank you for watching. Expecting you more. Maybe we'll get to the second segment there. The lines will be open. Okay. The last thing that I want to talk about, part of the reasons why men and women go into extramarital affairs. We've talked about dissatisfaction, we've talked about communication, we've talked about bringing the past into the new relationship, we talked about disconnect, emotional disconnect, and revenge, resentment is one other thing that kills the marriage and pushes the man outside, but push the woman outside. I want to establish tonight that anger is a natural thing. It's natural to get angry. There's nothing wrong with getting angry. It is natural. It is not, okay, let me put it this way. It's not evil to get angry. Okay, it's not evil to get angry. You get angry because you have emotions. That's why. But if you don't have emotions, then you won't get angry, you won't get happy, you'll just be static like a tree. Now, because you have emotions, you get angry. Even dogs get angry. So there's nothing wrong with you getting angry. But what is wrong is when you stay angry, and in that anger you're planning to do things, and I tell you, you can't do anything positive when you are angry. You cannot do anything positive. So when you get angry with your spouse, and all what you're planning and thinking is how you will revenge, how you will pay him back. Go to the info. I need original. It is sure. Resentment starts from when you can't forgive anymore, or when you've a lot of sins, a lot of offenses. It has gotten here to your neck. It's become so automatic and so natural that you start getting irritated. You don't want to see him again. You don't want to see her again, because every day is argument. Every day is fight unsettled and all that. Day in, day out. You realize that very soon, if you've been praying together before, you will start feeling reluctant to pray with your partner. You start feeling reluctant to each time has been spent together, not necessarily living together. You've experienced some time together. You live together. You've gone out. You've gisted. You now know the man's value. You know the woman's value. You know his core. You know what he wants for the future. You understand that this kind of man, because you can't know all this one day, and you're saying you're my wife. That's why I want us to start a relationship. Excuse me? Start a journey. That's why there is a period called friendship. From friendship, there's a period called courting. It's not by force that when you are courting, you must get married. It's not written anywhere. It's not by force that when you are dating, by force, you must get. It's not written anywhere. Let anybody come and tell me that. You can't settle conflict. You can't resolve matters. You can't move ahead. You can't move past offenses. That means you're not friends. If you are indeed friends and you've passed that level, if she offends you, even without her saying sorry, on your inside you've forgiven. You just want her to make it from her by just saying sorry, because on your inside you've already forgiven her. That means you've grown past that. But situation where you've not been able to get to that level, excuse me. So as a husband, as a wife, these few things that I've shared with you between last week and now, try and embrace it and work on yourself. And sex is fun. Sex is exercise. Good sex is healthy. It's good. That's why it's nice with marriage people. You're married. What is stopping you from doing this? Even if it's twice or 3 times in a week. Ẹtura ẹfọkọyìn balẹ̀ tọ́ ọmọ bá wà nílé. Ìyàwó fi owó díẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ọkọ fi owó díẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ẹ lọ ṣe ọjọ́ méjì lótẹ́ẹ̀lì. Ẹ lọ ní Friday kẹ́ padà dé ní ìrọ̀lẹ́ Sunday, ìrọ̀lẹ́ Saturday torí church Sunday. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí Mùsùlùmí ni tẹ̀bá ti kún lọ́sàn-án tán Friday ẹ lọ tó bá ti Saturday kẹ́ padà dé. Kí ló dé? Kò sí nǹkan tó fi ń ṣèyàn. It is well. Mo ń bọ̀.
Busy with work, phones, or daily pressures. Children, however, don't just need your presence, they need your attention. A simple conversation, listening to their stories, or asking about their day can build trust and confidence that lasts a lifetime. Another important element is consistency in discipline. Discipline is not just about punishment, it is guidance. Children thrive when they understand boundaries, when rules are clear and consistently applied. Children feel safe and learn accountability. However, discipline must be balanced with love, firm, but never harsh. Let's talk about leading by example. Children learn more from what we do than what we say. So if we want respectful, honest, and kind children, we must model those values ourselves. Your everyday actions, how you treat others, how you handle anger.
Then X. But now, well, we are giving to a lot of things and we are seeing the result. So we need to get serious. Now to the story segment. I'm going to summarize the story because of our time. It's about a young lady. The focus is on the young lady anyway. I'm not giving her real name. So I'm giving her BC as a name. Should I say married or engaged? Well, just listen to the story. For like 6 years, BC and Kola have been engaged, and Kola had to travel out, so they were unable to do. So the Welama and everything is that Kola already has a family in the UK, has a wife, not even white, and not in Nigeria and a Yoruba wife in the UK with kids, has 3 kids. This was unknown to BC. Did introduction, came to do marriage, engagement, and marriage. That's marriage now. Got her pregnant. Now the mom started to tell her the truth. She's pregnant. Like, I think, is it 6 months or 7 months now if we do the calculations? She can't abort. Abortion is forbidden. At that stage, you can't even, I don't know, you can't even do it. What advice would you give to her? If you want to respond on Facebook, you can respond. If you want to call, you can call. Hello? Hello, good evening. You already called and you're connected. 0705 093 9935. Hello? Okay, the line just cut. 0705 093 9935. 0705 093 9935 or 0901 333 8368. Hello, good evening. Thank you for being part of the show. Your name, please, and where you're calling from.
My name is I'm calling from Lagos.
Okay, thank you very much.
I don't know, but for me, it's not a good thing at all. I know this thing we just be thinking, she won't be happy, and then you know thinking about our emotional health. So I am listening now.
So what advice before we take the next call, what advice do you want? You are a lady now. If you are busy, what will you do? Will you
have to remain in the marriage? That's the only thing she can do. She needs to remain there, try and forgive the man, and just move on with the marriage. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what I'm saying already.
All right. Thank you very much for being part of the program all the way from Lagos. I appreciate your call tonight. Okay. All right. That was a call come from Lagos there who called right now. The number to call is 0705 093 9935. 0705 093 9935. 0705 093 9935. You can call and share your own opinion. Kemi Ogunkola, thank you very much for being part of the viewers on Facebook. Ashara Taiwo with Minor, thank you very much. Alright, thank you very much. I'm expecting more calls. I'm going to be taking a short musical break. This one's coming from Randy Cole. The song says Ololufe. Good evening. Thank you for being part of the show. Please, your name and where you're calling from.
Mike calling from Ibadan.
Mike from Ibadan. Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate your call.
I just retired that is in abroad. Let you know they have at the bottom of the heart that they have 2 wives.
Definitely, he knows he has 2 wives. He has one over there. He was one that came to Nigeria to do an engagement, so he knows. But he didn't allow the woman in Nigeria to know that he has anybody overseas.
That is very bad. It's a very bad behavior. Very bad behavior. But what I know that you can take care of the things without any distinction.
All right. Thank you very much, Mike, for being part of the show. I appreciate your call. The number to call is 0705 093 9935. 0705 093 9935. 0705 093 9935 before we see our bye-byes on the show tonight.
Be my friend, would you hear my children in sickness and health? For each other, would you be my friend? And the only thing that I want you is to say, I do what I do, 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 I do what I do. Let me hear you say, I do what I do, I wanna stay happy, I do what I do, I do what I do.
Please, and where you're calling from?
Yeah, good evening. My name is Bright.
Your name
I'm
is
calling from the University of Ibadan.
your name is what?
Bright.
Okay, Bright. Where are you calling from, please?
University of Ibadan.
Okay, you are. Okay, thank you very much. Now, what's your opinion about what we're talking about, Bright?
The thing is a very good situation.
Okay.
And I'm saying the first thing is what is our disposition?
What is
Involved.
what is what? I didn't get the question.
What? I mean, the way we involved now.
Okay.
What is our personal opinion about this thing?
Okay.
Because you see, it's wonderful for us to give advice. We want to stay in that discussion.
Exactly.
And that's the point. Because, say, if we're able to make one, two words, you want to see